Hey everybody, Matt here from Powder7. We're up at Vail Mountain trying out Nordica's 2024-2025 collection. And so a lot of cool new stuff from Nordica. The biggest news this year is that one of the biggest ski names in the world over the last decade, our ski of the decade chosen by our audience in 2020, the Enforcer, is changing. So we've got new Enforcers and new Santa Anas. These are some of the most popular skis that we carry, some of the most popular skis in skiing. So we've got an overhaul for 2025, and we just got off the snow with them for some of our first runs out of many. But the biggest deal here is going to be the Enforcers are going to come in at 104, 99, 94, 89. Still 2 sheets of metal, still wood core, so they're still strong skis. What Nordica did was they took some of the things they loved about the 104 free and brought those into the narrower skis. So here's the new 104. You've got some tail splay, you've got tail rocker, tip rocker, familiar. But what they did when they originally introduced the 104 free was add an Enforcer that is more free ride happy, more pivoty, better in soft snow. And so basically, for 2025, we're adding some of that flavor to the new 99, which takes the place of that famous 100. So a little more tail splay. We've got refined contact points, a little bit of a new rocker line in the tips. Still a pretty high camber underfoot. A lot of bite, a lot of edge hold. Again, 2 sheets of metal. It's backed off a little bit from being full width. All those things combine to make the new Enforcers a little bit more intuitive at various speeds. So low edge angles, slower speeds. Nordica's trying to make these skis a little bit more intuitive and smooth while still leaving the guts in these skis for people who like to charge and ski hard. So our first impressions after railing some sunny groomers at Vail are that the Enforcers and Santa Anas still rip. We had no qualms with going fast on them, throwing our weight into them, but it's easy to notice that the tails are a little bit easier to release. You don't have to muscle the skis quite as much as you maybe used to, especially if you're like an intermediate skier progressing. As you go down into the Santa Anas here, same concept. So new rocker profile, more tail splay, new contact points. For Santa Ana, you're still going to get terrain-specific metal, so different amount of metal as you get into the narrower skis. And that's a feature that women kind of all over, whether you're skiing groomers out east, groomers out west, soft snow out east, soft snow out west, wherever you were, that really resonated with skiers. So that's new Enforcer, new Santa Ana. Of course, we're going to have a ton more content on those as we get them, spend more days on snow, more full-length reviews, blog reviews. Down to Unleashed. This is now Nordica's dedicated free ride ski collection. So Enforcer really and Santa Ana slot in as all mountain. Unleashed is where we're going to do free ride. So Unleashed is 3 years old now. This is a fully unisex line. We're dropping the W moniker. So as you kind of see, we talk about it a lot with a lot of different collections of skis that are moving in this unisex direction. Don't have to worry about W or men's. You just get Unleashed. So only new graphic technology here, along with obviously the refined and consolidated lineup of these skis. So we love Unleashed. They've always done well at our ski tests. We got a lot of content on them as well. So they look really nice. We know how they ski. We're pumped for another year with Unleashed. And then down here at the end, we've got a couple really nice options for people looking for a go everywhere on trail ski. This is Steadfast. So the Steadfast 80 has a new double core. It's a little stronger, a little more expensive, a little more performance based in this category. And then the regular Steadfast is going to be a little more price point, high value ski for somebody who just wants to get on a pair of skis. So that's a full collection. You've also got Doberman from Nordica for hard charging, carving, recreational race ski type. And that's the ski wall for Nordica 2025. So big stuff again, Enforcer and Santa Ana. We're going to talk a lot more about it. Another big hot topic in skiing over the last couple of years has been in boots, the introduction of BOA. So Nordica boots are bringing in BOA into the equation for 2025 in the speed machines. So you'll get non-BOA and BOA options, as we've seen with some of the other brands who have done this. Year one of BOA has been super successful. Our customers have loved it. If you haven't seen it yet, we'll have a lot more content on these BOA boots. Also, to round it out for Nordica, we've got a high performance and lower volume rear entry boot in the HF family. This is the HF Pro on the women's side and the men's side. So a 130 flex boot that's rear entry. That's pretty exciting. and 100 millimeters underfoot. So a little bit narrower, a little more performance based. Experts can have a rear entry boot, which is kind of sick. We'll have that in our full boot roundup for 2025. But suffice to say, there's a lot to be stoked about from Nordica for 24-25. Stay tuned for more, and we're excited to spend more time on snow with all these new skis.